Alright guys, what's going on? Don't know if anyone's in here. First live stream for me. Um, I think we're good. I see live in a few different locations, so don't need these. Oh, don't need to feel like I'm talking to myself. But yeah, I think I got it figured out. Um, Cameras and stuff like that, not my strong suit. I'm learning a little bit every single time, but yeah, like I said, I tried to do a live stream a while ago. I kind of screwed it up with the scheduling, and I really just wanted to test it out and get my feet wet. Um, just playing some video games, but yeah, I don't think I ever really had anyone come in. So nobody in here right now. So we'll just hang out a little bit. I'm gonna wait to see if anyone pops in. We're, knocking on the door of 500 subscribers, so hopefully we get a couple. Ah, there we go, Raiders Nation. That's right. Through thick and thin, it's not always easy, but Chainsaw, I appreciate it, and no one will ever accuse us of being bandwagon fans. So that's, you know, I'll never jump ship. People have tried telling me. My wife is from Boston, so she grew up, in the dynasty era of Belichick and Brady, and yeah, really, really tough to be her. They have a couple of 500 seasons, and they think their franchise is over. So, oh, we got 3 in here. Nice. What's up, Jake? Well, I am jealous that you're in Colorado. I've never been. Um, I need to try to line it up to go see the Raiders play in Denver, and make the most of it. But yeah, being around Broncos fans, probably better there than Kansas City right now. It's yeah, Chiefs fans are some of my least favorite. Um, yeah. Anyways, definitely not a football channel. We'll give it a couple more minutes, maybe. But yeah, you guys are here probably to see me unbox this bad boy. Came today. I know Jake's RC, he got one too. Got a pretty good haul. Got my address covered up here, but yeah, super excited. Still intact. Was very tempted to open it, but figured I'd share it with you guys. I think most of the combos on the Facebook pages, and seems like a lot of Phoenix kits, which a lot of people think, oh, it's just a way for Vanquish to get rid of the kits. I don't think that's the intention. I think it's just to, generate some excitement, probably move some stuff that isn't as popular, but at a really good deal. There was one that, questionable whether or not his package, meant the value, but I think he got a Phoenix kit, and I think the only other thing in the picture was the bronze axles. Oh, Chainsaw, that's a bummer. I actually did Trucks of Fortune, back around the holidays, and I got an Ultra. I did Wheels of Fortune twice, and then did Trucks of Fortune once they announced the Dark Earth wheels. Really wanted those, and didn't get them, but I ended up getting an Ultra, which is the only thing I was missing. You guys can't see it, but it's built. It's up there. It hasn't been on the channel yet, so. But yeah, so now I got a Pro, got an Ultra. I've got a regular Phoenix. My C3's got Phoenix stuff under it. My A1 has Phoenix stuff under it. My comp truck's got Phoenix stuff under it. So plenty of Phoenixes. If there's a Phoenix in there, which I think there is, based on the length of the box, I'm pretty sure the Ultra and the Pros are longer. Probably going to sell it. If there's an RTR, we might keep it just as a kind of a loaner truck. Probably going to be selling my Axial SCX 10.3, just never drive it. My wife, that's the one that she likes to drive if she drives, 20 minutes a year maybe. So probably get rid of that and at least keep a truck that I like to drive as well. So let's see, Phoenix straight axle and wheels of fortune and the trucks of fortune. Okay, nice. I know Jake's RC, he got a Phoenix kit. I don't know if it was straight or portal. It must have been the straight axle kit because he got the he sent me a picture. He got the Dark Earth F10Ts, which is pretty sweet. And I've seen people already selling those for $500. I saw a guy with Dark Earth 105s and Dark Earth F10Ts, and he was selling them for $900. So you get those elusive colors, and yeah, they bring pretty good value. I'll show you guys my Ultra real quick just to show it off because it does have something special on it. So, didn't really show them too much on the channel, but the Ultra's got purple. What are these 101s? Method 101s. There's a slight blemish on one of them. A little bummed about that. One reason I didn't try to sell them, I was like, you know what? Let's run them. So, pretty cool. Did some Tamiya purple paint put some flake in it. Real simple. This is my Ultra. It's running a Phoenix body though. Might be sacrilege, but I think it looks pretty good. All right. I'm getting impatient too, so we'll probably just get to it here. So I have a secondary camera. So once I get the box open, I'll switch to that, just so we can kind of see what we're working with. I don't suspect we're gonna have a ton of people, so pretty happy with 6. Did trucks of fortune. It may as well have been wheels of fortune. Machine gears, which I could have got for $389 instead of $499. Huh. That's a bummer. Yeah, I know. There's been a few that haven't really quite worked out. You must have got a... obviously you got a Phoenix, you got the included machine gears, and then you got some wheels of fortune, it sounds like. You got a free set of wheels, basically. I guess not really. You got a set of wheels for $110. Yeah, that's a bummer. Not everybody hits the lottery, I guess, with these, but definitely some names that I recognize from other live streams. I watch most of the big ones in the crawling world. Obviously Harley Design, Scale Builders Guild. I think I recognize a few of you from there. And then Jake's RC. Me and him actually did a partner little 3-course competition here in Georgia. No circle points or anything like that. There was an emphasis on hard body stuff. They really wanted it to be class 1, but I ran my comp truck. We didn't do too bad. A couple of silly gates, some small silly mistakes, and but yeah, we did pretty good. My dog's grooming his feet over here. Don't mind him. All right. So, right off the bat, I see a set of the 4.75 Falcons. I actually have 2 sets of those right now, but that's all right. They're pretty good tires. They seem like they're pretty good. I haven't ran them too much, but let's see. About to put a leaf spring on your 1-to-1 when this started. Well, it shouldn't be too long, so you should be able to get to work. At least the exciting stuff. I might sit around and chat for a little bit, but yeah, I'm not going to try to hold you guys up too long. I know 9 o'clock the big show starts, so I do like my Phoenix with the Castle 3250 stubby. I don't know that motor. I don't know Castle motors really well. If you guys watch my channel, I run a lot of Holmes hobbies. Didn't like the Falcons. Yeah, they do. They're extremely sticky. I think if you're doing like pretty much straight, rock crawling, and you keep them clean, they're probably gonna do okay. I have the VXT2s. I tried out on my A1, and hey, you're on the internet, dude. And they did pretty well, but yeah, once they got dirty, they lost a lot of their stick. So we got a bag of parts here. We'll see what it is. All right, so we got a big thing, Phoenix portal kit. If I was gonna get any kit, that's what I wanted. Really like the portals a little bit more than the straight axles. I actually ordered a Corrupt Carbon Works Jacqueline Hyde. Oh, Holmes Hobby. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. Yep, I know that motor. Run a 38 kV slate and your Phoenix straight axle. That's a hot motor for a straight axle. I like it though. Yeah, I run Holmes Hobbies 3500. On 3S, I run a lot of 2700. Run those on 4S. The 2200 on 4S is really, really good too. Kind of trying to move towards 4S for crawling. Just, the speed's there if you need it, but it's just as smooth down low. I actually ordered a Phoenix for my comp truck. Okay, nice. Yeah, they do. Yeah, even on the portal, 4S, 2200, 2700, plenty fast. But I matched that 3800 kV chainsaw I was talking about on a straight axle is probably insane. Yeah, Castle ESC. Yep, that's pretty much what I run too. Haven't messed with Tekin. I would like to try one day. It's just they're a little bit more expensive for basically the same feature set, and the Castles are, once you get past the whine of them, they're really reliable. I haven't had any issues with copperheads. I know some people have. I've got 2 Mamba Micro X2s, a bunch of Mamba X's. I've had Mamba, what's the bigger one? The Mamba Monster X. Nothing bigger than that though. But anyways, yeah, if I was going to get any kit, this is actually the one I wanted because I may actually open this up. We'll see. My comp truck is on Phoenix F10 portals, but it's running a VFD twin. It's a very heavy transmission. So for next year, I'm not going to do a bunch of comp stuff, but we're going to do ECC again for sure. Castle or Copperhead Special Edition on both Phoenixes. Nice. Don't have any of those, but yeah, those are pretty sweet. But yeah, I definitely want to build a class 1, 2, 3 and go to ECC next year. So I bought a Jacqueline Hyde, which is pretty much built for F10s. It's not built for the Phoenix transmission. I bought the whole kit. It comes with its own transfer case, motor mount, stuff like that. So if I want to keep that other comp truck, the blue and orange one, then I need another set of F10s. So I'll probably hang on to this, leave it sealed, just to keep people warm and fuzzy. It's got the machine gears in it, which is cool. But yeah, I'm glad I got that instead of a straight axle. Although it seemed like people who were getting the straight axle were getting more, they were getting a lot more of like the special edition axles and stuff like that. So I'm gonna switch cameras here. You guys are gonna see kind of an awkward angle here, but we're gonna break into this bag of goodies they sent me. I can tell what most of it is, but we're not going to speculate through the bag. But yeah, I'll probably sell those tires. Like I said, I have at least one set still brand new in the bag. So there's really no need to have two brand new sets. I do like the way they look. So we got a set of Incision Phoenix lights, which is cool. My Phoenix actually has the original Incision light kit, which was fine. I just had to add some length to a set of the wires, but so that's pretty sweet. Oh, I got green wheels, which is one of the special editions. It goes wild. So we got green wheel. Those are pretty tough to see. Here, let me switch to the other camera because it's a way better camera. Hopefully that you guys can kind of see those. Those are slick. I wasn't sure how I felt about these new wheels, or the impacts, I think they call them. But I like the green. It's a good color. That's cool. I do love that you don't have to worry about hubs or anything like that. So obviously we got a set of look like the 350 hubs most likely. Yeah, I wasn't really planning on. I was actually trying to not buy anything RC this month. I've said that a few months. But this came up and I just could not resist. You know, I actually really love the mystery asset to it, or the facet to it. It's cool because honestly, most of the stuff they're gonna send me, I'm gonna like. So we got the laser engraved plaque. It's pretty cool. Little stuff like this is pretty sweet. I'm kind of a sucker for, you know, one-off things. Yeah. Nope, not the only addict. I've got way too many. I'm trying to thin the herd a little bit. I'm really taking a hard look at what I'm driving. You know, what still excites me. And, you know, if I don't really have, you know, I don't know, if I don't feel a certain way about the thought of selling it, I think I'm just going to get rid of it. Kind of fund some new exciting things. Quit drinking to feed your RC habit. You know what? Good for you. I don't drink too much. Every once in a while on a weekend, I put a winch wheel on the tag. Winch wheel on the tag and mount it to the roof. Oh. Nice. Got a set of Incision drive shafts. These are awesome. Yeah, I don't really drink too much. It's just, it is what it is. Those days are kind of gone. I went to college. I did plenty of drinking. So we got a set of sorry, this camera is not very stable, so I got to watch how much I'm shaking. The front portal covers, which these are really nice. I kind of wish they sent me the slim ones, because that's what I think I'm going to want to run on my comp truck for next year. I got a set of the rears, and I haven't had those yet, but those are nice. I don't know if I'm going to run those, but wow, I guess I didn't realize how expensive these were. $90 for this, $75 for this, so $165 just in brass, which is crazy. And then I got a lightweight motor plate. So between that, the machine gears that came in the kit, and if you get the aluminum standoffs, you have pretty much a fully built transmission, which is going to be rock solid. All right, so that's good. So kill the rear drive shaft, stretch all the rod ends of my Phoenix portal, wedge it in some rocks. Yep, that'll do it. If chainsaw, you said you live in Denver, so you have good terrain, and or not Denver, but in Colorado. But yeah, if you have good terrain, the first time you like go to really crawl on the rocks, when I competed at ACC, I had been to Cherokee Rock Village before, but under the time constraints and running gates, I got my truck in some really nasty binds, and my comp truck's actually running the the centered gears in the transmission. The portal kit that I bought for that, for the transmission and the axles, it was like the one in the last, I don't know, 7 months that did not come with the machine gears. I don't know why. Maybe it's just an older one, or if they're only doing that for promo stuff. But it is running the machine bearing plates, so that does help. But holes between rocks suck worse than sticks. Yeah, holes between rocks, vines, like long grass. Especially on plastic drive shafts, you let that get wrapped up and don't notice it, and pretty easy to pop something. So, recap: we got tires. I mean, we could probably do a real quick see what the value is, just for curiosity's sake. Let me hide my bookmarks here. I don't really have any secrets in there, but I will pull up a calculator. I'm curious because I think I got a pretty good overall deal. So I'll put the calculator on the screen for you guys. Let's see here. Let's go display capture. I'm using OBS, guys. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. There we go. Oh, it's upside down. Cool. There we go. That's so weird. I don't know why I did that. All right. What the heck? There we go. Okay. So let's just punch it in here. $389 for that Phoenix portal kit. I don't know if they're including the machine gears. I'm not gonna. $42 for the machined lightweight motor plate. Let's see here. Huh. Whatever. Alright, hold on. There we go. Okay, so 42 for the machine motor plate. We got 90 for the brass. Most of the prices are on this stuff. We got 75 for the rear brass. Man, this stuff's expensive. I forget sometimes. 55 for the lights. The wheels. Let's see here. 1.9s. These are KMCs. Okay, so $140 for 2 sets of those. What am I missing over here? Oh, tires. Oh, there we go. What are those? $60. So $917 value for $650. Not too bad, and I did get lucky enough to score some special edition wheels, so I'm pretty happy. We might keep the kit. We may part it out. I really don't like doing that. There's going to be a lot of Phoenix stuff getting parted out. and I already have a few bodies and other things to sell, chassis and whatnot. So let me pull my chat up. Sticks and trees mess with me all the time. Yeah, right. The SLW hubs. Yeah, good call. So I don't even know. I'm trying to remember what those are worth off the top of my head, but they're not cheap. I know that. Like, really, they add up if you buy them every time you buy wheels. $34. So $9.51 plus tax. I mean, obviously paid some tax on the trucks of freedom. I keep wanting to call it trucks of fortune now. So, but all right, let's go back to the chat. So yeah, pretty happy. I guess in the grand scheme of things, like I'm sitting here thinking, would I have rather gotten a straight axle and the bronze or the dark earth F10Ts? I think I'm actually happier to have the portal kit and special edition wheels. I know some people haven't got either, which is a bummer. I think the odds were better on the package number 2, which obviously this was, right? So definitely probably selling these tires, probably selling the front brass. So I actually have 2 sets of these front knuckle weights. I got a set on my A1 and I got a set on my comp truck. So, oh wow, is the I don't know if the video is way behind or not. It looks like it's lagging, but let's see. What else is going on? So I know I haven't really put out a video. I think it's been almost 2 weeks. So, yeah, I definitely added the drive shafts. They were $66. They're laying in my pile as I was adding stuff up. So, made me think about it though. But yeah, things have been busy. School, work, life. I'm working on stuff. It just, a lot of it I don't think is crazy interesting. I will show you guys if you guys want to hang out. There's 7 people in here. I'll show you guys real quick. Let me put this stuff back in the box. So we got this thing's kind of a mess right now. The body's actually on here backwards. I'm cutting holes for shock towers right now, but we got a hard body build. First one here. I got the who makes these body mounts? Oh, I can't even remember right now. 3D printed body mounts. They go right to the sliders on a, you guessed it, Phoenix kit. But this is the RC 4-wheel drive trail runner or 4Runner body. We're running a Fusion just for simplicity, an old Reefs 555 that I had out of another build, and yeah, we're just gonna lock dig out, lock it in low overdrive. It's on class 0 crawlers. I had these wheels brand new in my bin. I think these were Wheels of Fortune. Didn't have a use for them, but I thought they look pretty good on this Toyota. So, working on cutting. I've got the shock tower holes marked. Got to cut those out. I got primer. I got paint picked out. Not going to tell you guys what color. It's going to be old, ugly Toyota. That's going to be the color for it. So, and then I'm going to go get one more truck real quick to show you all that I have been working on slowly. This behemoth is the Cross RC rollback. It was a WT4. Tons of wires. It's got all sorts of stuff. A couple motors back here. This motor runs these worm drives that run the bed. It's got another motor. It's got a tiny motor for a fan on the scale engine, running a cheap 35 kg Amazon servo. This thing's not going to get driven that much. Pretty much mimicking the Forerunner build with the Vanquish slider kit. Yeah, Shrink RC. Yep, that's what I was looking for. I kept wanting to say Squid, but they are obviously 3D printed inserts. But yeah, this thing's cool. It's on leaf springs all around. Like, you know, it's a rear wheel drive. I was gonna say 2-wheel drive, but it's a dually. So really nice firm tires. The suspension is insanely stiff. In this configuration, this weighs about 7 pounds by itself. I think it's 7 with a servo in it. No motor, no transmission. Small little motor back here, battery box, and axles. And yeah, I think it's 18 pounds fully built. So it'll be fun. It's not very high on my list because there's a lot of painting and tons of steps. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys I am working on some stuff. Let's see, what was the body on that, or on the smaller one, on the Toyota. It's the Forerunner, the RC 4-wheel drive Forerunner. I just didn't have the shell on it, like the camper shell. Yeah. Opening a drink. Not alcohol. Oh, on the big one? It's not super handy right now. I'll show you real quick if you haven't seen it. It's cool. Let's see. Display image. Oh, here we go. We'll just shrink me down here. No, wrong thing. So that's what you get right there. Let's go there. So, working rollback, big enough for actual 10 scale stuff. A little bit bigger of a rollback than the Traxxas. Comes with a winch. Comes with pretty much everything. All you need is a servo. It does have a 2-speed, but I'm not even going to mess with it. I don't need a second gear in this thing. And that servo is a really weird size. I'm not an expert, but I've never seen any of that size. It's not, micro. It's not like the TRX-4M sized. It's not standard size. It's somewhere in between for the shifting servo. But ESC and servo. I'm going to run a 1080 on it. It comes with a 560 can brush motor. Yeah, it'll be fun. The Toyota will look really good on the back of it, I think. Yeah. For what you get, for the price, what's the price on it? $660. If you enjoy the build, I think you get more for your money than the Traxxas. The Traxxas is obviously way more capable. You're not going to be doing any like off-road recovery, so it kind of depends what you want to do with it. I really just want it for like show and shine, stuff like that. Mess around with it. I may end up selling it once it's built and I mess around with it for a little bit. Crazy wrecking services. Yeah. One of our local groups, more Western Georgia, but they put on a couple events a year, and it's all based. It's not competition. It's all based around like fun events, tug of war, some zigzag racing. They do rock bouncing at Cherokee Rock Village, and but Jake's RC was telling me I should enter it in tug of war. Try to talk him into a rear wheel drive class. Stick a vehicle on the back and see how it does. I don't think cross RC stuff's very durable. That the axles, the transmission came all assembled on that, so I haven't even looked in the axle to see. I'm sure it's like pop metal, pressed metal. My dog's down here, my second dog. But you want to say hi to everybody? Come up here. This is Chloe. But yeah, I don't really trust it. I don't think I would do any tug of war or anything like that with it. I'll probably try to do maybe take a crack at like a cinematic, recovery video once the Forerunner's done and that's done. The hard body thing, I just don't know if it's my niche. I'm not, I guess, very detail oriented when it comes to painting and prep and stuff like that. I've been dreading painting both of those. So I really should have bought a used. Yeah, I'll definitely do some videos, and I want to try to do like one that's a little more, dramatized or cinematic, just for fun, just to challenge myself a little bit. But yeah. All right, you gotta go. So met the whole family besides the wife, and she's working right now. So, but yeah, I've been busy. Right now, I'm really just kind of prepping stuff to sell. So I have an old Artful Dodgers based around an Element with a creep body. Probably going to be getting rid of that. Most likely as either a slider or a roller. I'm going to take my electronics out of it. They're electronics that I will use again. That's got a Mamba Micro X2 and a 10 shooter stubby 2700. So 10 pole motor, really nice motor. And it's sitting on some SSD Diamond Pros. It's a pretty decent build, but that second Artful Dodgers that I did, I really like those. I was really drawn to those because they were a little less intimidating for like a comp style truck, flat rail, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of just a one-stop solution, and you get your rails, you get all your cross members, things like that. So, but gonna need to let the older one go. Just take my electronics out of it. And then I have a cliffhanger that's been on the channel once. It's a gray, like a silver gunmetal cliffhanger. And it's on VS410 chassis kit. It's XCX 10.2, like F9 axles from Vanquish. It's got a Vanquish 3 gear. It's got a copperhead, a 2200. I run 4S in that. But it just doesn't get driven. I've got the VS410 Pro, now I got an Ultra. It's just not, it's not something I'm going to grab very often. I can still get pretty decent money for it, I think, and fund some future projects. So the two of those, and then the SCX 10.3. So just sold my Gatekeeper. Just trying to let go of some of the stuff. I still have a TRX4 Sport. That's kind of my beater. Jump it. Basically, it's like a trail basher. So it's super fun. Dropping down, only 4 in here now. We'll go to 815 and then we'll call it. So if anyone has any questions about me, my adventure in the hobby, anyone wants to see anything that they've seen on here before or on Instagram or anything like that, let me know. The dogs are being needy. If anyone's watched any of my videos, you probably know camera lens was always like a struggle. I actually got a new one, and it's a wide angle lens. It's actually zoomed way in right now, so I could have gotten my entire, pretty much my whole desk on here, but it would have been like pointed down, kind of. So, but it should be better for the workbench that I normally, wrench on. This is editing, homework, stuff like that over here. I'm not at the point though where I can have two PCs in this room, one for live streaming. It seems a little ridiculous. So, let's see what else has been going on. So, yep, the 4Runner, the WT4. I've actually been working on a speed run car. Just got it. It's the Relarlo. They've kind of been all over YouTube. Took like over 50 days to get here, and I was very upset about that. But actually pretty nice. How many servos? Just one. Yep. Just going to run the steering servo. No intention of running dig or anything like that. It's on class 0. I think it's, 3.85, maybe even smaller tires. So, yeah, the leaf springs on... Oh, you're talking real leaf springs, probably. Yeah, they are. But, I mean, even the leaf springs on that WT4. The 4Runner, oh, yeah, I didn't talk about that. It's running straight, and I got the F10Ts on there. So, a proper Toyota-esque portal, or Toyota-esque axle. But I was thinking if I got the Dark Earth version, that maybe I would throw them on there and change my paint scheme, but didn't get them. I'm not going to want to pay the prices people are charging, so we'll just stay with what I got. Leaf springs sprung or unsprung weight? They're unsprung, right? Yeah, they are the springs, so I guess, yeah, unsprung. So, which is good. I mean, it's not... I made them so stiff. I actually added a leaf to the front and the rear. It came with a bunch of extras, but I added one, and I might take it out. Excuse me. But don't know if I'm going to want to. The thing's not real enjoyable to work on. That's why it's been at that state for about 2 weeks now. The next phase is a lot of hard body, ABS, whatever, styrene body parts and different scale details. My intention was to build it and then disassemble it and paint it. I think I'm going to paint it and then hopefully don't jack it up too bad when I put it back together. Just add weight. 14-inch travel Bilstein black in place. Yeah. What are you working on, Chainsaw? What kind of vehicle? I'm going to guess a Jeep, but I don't want to assume anything. I actually don't know a lot about one-to-one off-road stuff. I drive a ZR2 Colorado, which, for a American-made, the big three, it's 78 step side. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, see, that's way cooler than a Jeep. No offense to the Jeep fans, but built Jeeps are awesome. Built Jeeps that you can tell have been taken off-road and tested are, even cooler. But the mall crawlers, the Angry Birds grill, 1 ton. Nice. 14-inch travel Bilstein shocks. What size tires? This is fun. There's only 6 of you in here, but you guys are entertaining. I like this. We might have to just built that 10 Pro. Not really that impressed yet. Okay. Yeah, that's something I haven't dabbled in. Honestly, if you've ever watched my channel, I do occasionally, we'll do like a podcast, video, little 35s. Yeah, those are so little. My truck's got, I think, 31 and a halves on it, maybe 31s. Maybe I'll go to 33s next. We'll see. But back to the 10 Pro. Anyways, I made a video when it first came out, and I kind of was not real impressed with the decision. I thought they kind of missed. I thought they kind of missed the mark a little bit. But the more I looked, I was like, it's actually a very good deal to get into the flat rail. Get into the flat rail world, with the divorce transfer case and Ford motor mount and some really high angle steering axles, things like that. Pretty sweet. I actually wished I would have been able to get one before ECC. That's probably what I would have ran. I know a lot of guys are running that brazen scale chassis. It's looking for a base camp kit. Yeah, those are cool. I know Jake's RC has been. He was pretty happy with that decision. It looks good. It might be something I'll check out. I want to do something different with it though. I don't know what. I don't want to get it just to build it and run a Lexan body on it. So I have to think and figure out something that I haven't done and maybe hasn't been done by every single person on the internet. But yeah, that brazen scale chassis seems to do pretty well. There was pretty much a bone stock SCX10 Pro at ECC. Now the guy driving it has been competing for like 10 years. So, he's like friends with John Holmes, Josh from Harley Designs. He knows those guys from way back in the day. So lots of experience. So he probably could drive a stock TRX4 and beat me. So he did very well with it. He was very happy. I think he might have ran 2 neg 49s with it. The only complaint he had was the sliders. But he did say he was probably going to throw that brazen chassis on it just to get some better breakover with an angled skid. Yeah, what else has been out? Came out. The scale news came out today. Or yesterday. I just watched it today though. That WPO little buggy thing actually looks pretty cool. I don't know what the price is on it. Let's look it up. I'm past my 815 cutoff, but WPO. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about too. Let's see here. New releases. Do they even? Oh shoot. Might have been lying. If you guys go to Harley Designs, it's the thumbnail on the news from yesterday. Yeah. It actually looks pretty cool. And WPL stuff is super cheap. So, the tank. Yeah, I just saw that. There's just ridiculous things that the more ridiculous they are, I feel like the more I want them. RC tank stuff is cool. It's just a really expensive thing to kind of dip into, especially if it's not going to be kind of my main focus. But that little one is sweet. It's $63 RTR. But they make really cool stuff. I don't have anything of theirs, but this is a Sprite, not a. I was talking about how I don't really drink that much. Don't need caffeine this late at night. Let's see. What else? Didn't really intend to do this, but we'll go to just Big Squid, I guess, and just give it a quick scroll and see if I'm missing anything. And then we'll we'll let you guys go. Um, Base camp, builder's kit, yep. The TRX4 Sport High Trail. I guess I kind of get it. Not for me though. I put a lift kit on a TRX4 one time and took it off the next day. Waste of money in my opinion. It just tips over way too easy. Yeah, nothing on Big Squid. What do you guys think? Before you go, there's 6 of you. What do you guys think of this new element, the U-Tron, the Enduro with the IFS 2 on it? I'm curious. I'm not going to tell you guys my opinion. I'm obviously so influential that I would sway you. The new that new Tamiya is cool. The BBX. I do like that. I've built 2 Tamiyas and they were both really fun to build. They're kind of gimmicky. I have a grasshopper and a dual rider, dancing rider, whatever. And yeah, they were both fun. They're fun to drive. Nothing crazy. They just kind of make you laugh, which is, I think we forget. You like to look at the U-Tron, don't ask you why. All right, I won't. I'm not crazy about it. It's easy to go overboard with hard bodies. 30 plus hours on a forum runner. Wow. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. That's the problem, right? You spend, whether it's a lot of time, a lot of money, or both, and then you don't want to run them. And that's, I don't know. Sometimes I have different opinions. It depends on the day you ask me about shelf queens. I've got some that don't get ran very much. This big behemoth, really cool looking, fun to drive, not very capable. It weighs almost 11 pounds, but it just doesn't get driven very much. I think probably because it's just not that capable, but so it's kind of a shelf queen. It's not clean, but other than that, I mean, I have ones that I don't really drive, but it's not because I love them so much. It's just I have too many. That's why I'm trying to thin the herd a little bit. Maybe because it's ugly. Jake's RC, 1.2 out of 10. I don't know if I'm that harsh on it, but it's not great. I don't love FJs, and I think that's really what it comes down to. If you like an FJ, you're probably going to like the U-Tron. The front of it looks just like an FJ. It's an FJ truck, but I like to do 5th gen 4Runner on it. Probably put it on the shelf. I'm sorry, we're starting to see a pattern with you, RW Pelham. That's cool though. I mean, if you have the skills to do a 5th gen 4Runner and get it mounted up, kind of a custom solution, do it. Yeah, yes, I would too. And I actually really hope that they come out with that IFS2 separately, or at least in a builder's kit platform. I don't love the Element SE line with the bushings. The transmission, I don't mind too much. Their StealthX transmission's pretty awesome though. Even the plastic gears that it comes with stock, never any problems. I run a few Elements, and I've ran a few of them pretty hard. Yeah, but not crazy about that SE. So if it was a kit and I could just buy, a bearing kit and just do it in that process, spare the body, I don't like their tires either. I think it's kind of gimmicky that they put their Element logo in the tires, but for the price, to get an RTR, you can't beat it. So props to them for making things, in a market that's just super inflated, and you know, it's things are just perpetually getting more and more expensive. It's awesome that Element's, you know, pushing the entry level, because we have a lot of stuff coming up at the high end. The XCX 10 Pro, obviously, I love Vanquish stuff. It's just not for the fan of heart. It's not a great. If I could go back in time, I probably would buy a VS410 as my first kit. It would have completely spoiled me, but one of the best build experiences, especially like the Pro. Even the Phoenixes are really good. Transmissions, it's a lot. I've built, what, 4 or 5 of them, and I still have to really pay attention. But it's, yeah, it's good to see them coming in on the bottom end of the market. The lower end, it's not low quality, it's not toy grade, lots of replacements, but yeah, the Phoenixes they're fun. Vanquish's plastics, like, almost rival Traxxas plastics to me. You know, you can run a power driver and not really worry about it. Certain spots you don't really want to. You're not really worried about stripping it. And they've got good solid plastics. Their design, it just builds very nice. I was doing some work on that SCX 10.3. I really like Capras. I like the 10.2. I like plenty of axials. I actually love my Rift, but axial stuff that I've noticed has not been fun to work on. 10.2s are really easy. The 10.3 is not very easy to work on. The transmission, the motor, things like that. The Capra is a nightmare to work on. I mean, obviously anything outside of the cage is pretty easy, but it's kind of a pain to get in there and do anything. So, yeah, Vanquish is my first Vanquish was, I guess, really it was that cliffhanger I was talking about selling on that cliffhanger, but it's a VS410 chassis. First Vanquish experience. Ended up buying the SCX 10.2 style F9s with the centered, the front pumpkin being centered. And between that, I was hooked. Bought a 3 gear. It was just, the housing is cheap. Bro, okay. RC Crawling Addict says, I did break a front panhard mount on the Phoenix axle. Huh. So you broke the panhard mount on the axle. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't break it on the chassis. Yeah, the plastic axles can be Wendigo. I haven't messed with any Red Cat. I guess I kind of inadvertently like skipped over that genre. Not to put them down or anything. I just, first crawler was a TRX4, and at the time I think they had the Gen 7. I think the Gen 8 had just come out, and it seemed like a downgrade. And with the new Gen 9, I know it's really heavy, you know, for a plastic axle truck. So maybe they'll do something one day. The Wendigo actually is really the only one that I've had any interest in. Mini Capra. Chainsaw's got 3 Capras and a Mini Capra. I have 2 Capras. One on Vanquish Capra axles and one on just 4-wheel steer on the stock Capra axles. First crawler was a Capra 4-wheel steer. I love my Capra 4-wheel steer. I actually got my Capra 4-wheel steer from Jake's RC that's in here. Traded him almost a slash platinum ultimate. I don't remember which one's which, but it was kind of cobbled together. But it was pretty much everything that went into that. But it had a hobby wing, motor ESC, a better servo than Traxxas would have given you too, but the shocks weren't as nice. But I love the 4-wheel steer. Yeah, I've had quite a few bashers. Those haven't really made it on the channel at all. I had an X-Max, a Max, Creighton EXB 6S, Mojave EXB 6S. I got a little Stampede, and the dogs like to chase around. I guess that's about it. Rift is kind of a basher. But I've gotten rid of everything besides the Stampede and the two Armas. It's not really an allegiance to Arma over Traxxas. It's just the freaking X-Max I never drove. I couldn't find an area good enough that was big enough to really stretch its legs. And then I ended up just package dealing it with the Max and had a father-son buy it from me. Brass portal on all four corners, just like a spider. Yeah, I've got brass up front on mine. I got a 3-gear, and talking about my Capra 4-wheel steer, I got a Vanquish 3-gear. It's got a Fusion Pro in it, and it is just buttery smooth. I think I put overdrive in it. I don't remember. It's a problem with it. You get too many projects, and you kind of start forgetting. I have a OneNote that I try to keep track of what I've done. That way when it comes time to sell or, just talk about them, I know what's in them, but I'm pretty bad about keeping it updated. I do it every month or two, and some things slip through the cracks, like overdrive gears, but it does very well. Dig, overdrive, Fusion Pro. Yep. I ended up not running the Dig just because the extra expense on that 3-gear from Vanquish. But and I didn't think I really needed it with 4-wheel steer, but I'm sure that thing will do probably more than, it would definitely do more than I could do. That 4-wheel steer Capra is more capable than my driving skill, that's for sure. All right, we're gonna go 8:35 hard cut off. Give you guys 25 minutes before live stream takeover, and my wife will be home about 8:45. So make sure she's got dinner and stuff like that. Running a sand pit and Dig comes in great when side hilling. Yep. Yes, it does. I like Dig. I have Dig on my A1. Obviously, Dig on my Phoenix. I've got Dig on, what else? Oh, my 10.3 had Dig on it. I never really used that. I guess that's about it. But I do like Dig. It's fun. I give you enough time to tighten the U-bolts. Yeah, hopefully you're not driving that tomorrow. I don't want to distract you and have you forget something as crucial as U-bolts. Doesn't sound like it's the required transportation for work. There's nothing worse than having to work on a vehicle the night before you need to drive it. That's the beautiful thing about RC. Used to mess around with motorcycles, dirt bikes, stuff like that. Still have a motorcycle, but RC's, it's nice. There's no danger. If you screw something, you forget to tighten a wheel nut, oh well. You have a drive shaft brake at speed, oh well. Like, it's all, relatively, it's all relatively affordable to repair, and it's just fun. It kind of gives you that mechanical, it scratches that mechanical itch, but in the grand scheme of things, it's fairly affordable. As Chainsaw's talking about his 513 gears and 383 stroker, which probably costs a little bit more than a Trucks of Freedom. But yeah, I'm still gonna have to sit on it a little bit and see if I decide if I want to. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, RC Crawling Addict. It was fun. A lot more of you guys chatting and talking than I expected. Gonna probably try to do these every once in a while. It's kind of hard to find that perfect window. I don't want to compete with any of the bigger channels, but won't break on the shelf. I enjoyed it. Nice. Yeah, I'll be thinking about what I want to do with that Phoenix kit. Might steal the axles and part it out. Might just keep it as basically a truck full of spare parts. Who knows? I've got enough Phoenixes in my lineup, or just VS410s, that it probably wouldn't be bad to have a spare VFD, some spare links, things like that. So, and I'm selling some stuff, so I'll recoup the cost. All right, guys, that is gonna wrap it up. Thanks for stopping by. Do me a favor and hit the like button. I try not to push that too much, but hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. I try to do a video a week. I've been slacking the past couple of weeks, but look forward to getting some stuff out, keeping you guys updated, and occasionally doing a live stream, because this was fun and I enjoyed chatting with you all. Have a good night. Be safe, and take care. See you next time.